Good evening, and welcome to the Clemson hockey broadcast here at the Pavilion in Taylor, South Carolina. Wyatt, this one's for you. The coolest place in town. We're here for a great night of hockey, but you might recognize me. Let's see if you recognize this guy from the hockey show, Christian Brady.
What's up, y'all?
We got to do the Chris Collinsworth slide in for the people watching on TV.
If you're listening on radio, maybe you can hear me slide in.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm really excited to be here, guys. I've been in the box, relaying the signals up to the guys. I feel like I've been doing this job my whole life, color commentary, just sitting on the couch, just screaming at the TV. So now I can scream in your ear. So I hope you're excited for that.
Yeah, I'm excited for you to scream in my ear.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
We're here tonight. New year, new team.
Yeah.
Right? This Clemson team, last weekend, their first set of games, 3 points in a 2-game stretch, which is different for this team for sure.
Yeah.
Winning 6-5 in an overtime last Friday night against Tennessee. Hat trick from Mr. JVL himself, Jacob Vanderleest. Saturday going down 4-0 to Tennessee, fighting, clawing back, and we lose in a shootout. But hey, let's get points any way we can.
Yeah, for sure. And Coach said they only played one bad period of 6 all week, including 2 overtimes. So that's good for them. They gave up 4 goals in that one second period in that second game. But yeah, to come away with 3 points in a weekend is unbelievable, especially to start the new year. It was a struggle the first half. I don't think anybody's going to front and say that it wasn't. But we have a bigger team now. We have a better team, I'd say.
Yeah.
And the guys are really high on the new guys. There's some guys who can really fly from what we've heard. So we're excited to watch them tonight.
We're excited. R.I.P. He didn't die, but he's not with us anymore. Wyatt, of course, and then Isaiah Jackson himself, the president, the captain, no longer on the team this semester. And then our man, Nick Baltus, is not here with us as well.
Gone to a foreign nation.
That's right. So we got a couple new guys. I'm just going to list them off here.
Yeah.
Nathan Ledford, Charles Dubose. If we're butchering it, I'm sorry. We'll
leave a comment. We'll fix it.
We'll catch you after the game.
Yeah.
Jake Lamott, Thomas Samuelson, Ben Brucker, Zach Weeks, and then in net tonight, Luca DiGiovanni. So, we've seen some bright spots from him all season, but when you face 70, 80 shots a game, you're going to let some in. So.
Yeah, and that's one of the keys that Jimmy Pieknik talked about before the game is this small ice. We spoke to both the coach and the captain before the game, and they both, while they had high things to say they had high praise for those new guys.
Yeah.
They also said it's important to get ahead tonight. Georgia's a great team, but they don't know really what's coming at them. They haven't seen a team of 19 guys at what we've got right now. At most, we had 14 guys skating before, and we battled some injuries, and at one point down to 2 natural defensemen and 3, stretching it to 3 with a 4 jumping back.
Yeah.
So tonight we got 6 defensemen, which is enormous. Especially on this small ice, it's going to be important to see how those new guys fare, but just how everybody fares. There's not a lot of space out there. The ice is really short, not very wide. So transitions have to be really quick, and then keys for the forwards is to get the puck deep behind their D-men. They're not going to be used to playing the puck in those tight areas like they have to tonight. So definitely test those Georgia D-men, make them play the puck down low, and hopefully give it up and get some scoring chances. There's a lot of shots here. You're going to see shots for both teams up in the 30s and 40s tonight because of how small the ice is. So it's always a lot of fun. So.
I think last time we played Georgia here was, 40 shots combined in the first period, which is unbelievable.
No,
this ice is so
like
small. I think it's like 20-something feet below regulation. We've seen that all season. But to have a full lineup is something that Coach Loughran and Jimmy Pieknik, the interim captain, we would say, is just – they're praising the new guys finally having enough skaters to get quick line changes and not have tired defensemen out there the entire game. One point Coach Loughran said to us before the game was every game we played we were in until probably about 10 minutes left, and then all of our guys were just dead tired. And I don't really see a case where he's wrong other than the Georgia Tech game where we only had 2 natural defensemen, like you said. We ended up losing that game 11-1.
And we only had 11 skaters in that game.
And that was full regulation ice.
Crazy small, and guys battling through injury all year. So everyone's healthy now after the break. A great start should hopefully give these guys some confidence. And I know that they trust Luca DiGiovanni back there.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Number 30 is going to come up big for us tonight.
So Georgia on the season, just looking over at my notes here, 12-7-2 on the season, 11-5 in the SEC. That's where the conference we're in hockey, not football. 4-1 in their last 5. They're only lost to Alabama. So
and they did beat them on. There was a back-to-back that they beat them in the first game.
Okay, so it looks like probably some struggles because it seems like this Georgia team, looking at their schedule, they played a lot of hockey. Even to start out this semester.
Absolutely,
so.
Yeah. They went down to Savannah to play an invitational kind of thing there.
Yeah.
2 back-to-back games. They ended up winning both of those, but it's tough to go on the road and win 2 games and then come back quick and play a team like Clemson who they don't know really what they're getting right now.
Yeah, and that's another thing Jimmy said is maybe this Georgia team's going to overlook the Clemson team because let's point out Georgia is 2-0 against this Clemson. Let me retry that, Christian.
Go ahead.
All right, let's go again. Georgia is 2-0 against a Clemson team, but not this Clemson team.
No, not at all this Clemson
I
team.
finally got it right.
Yeah. You can't overstate I don't know which one is right.
It's all right.
Really important
first game jitters.
It's really important to have 6 defensemen out there, and having 2 is just unacceptable.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can't undervalue that. It's unbelievable difference. Having 6 defensemen out there, that's a normal roster size, which is huge. Defensemen going up and down a short ice like this where guys are getting on you really, really quick, and you got to catch up to those forwards trying to beat you outside or inside. It's extremely important to be able to get off the ice and get your rest. And when you have 3 defensemen, there's guys playing 2-3 minute shifts, getting off the ice and going back out in a minute and a half. You play 40 minutes in a 60-minute game. That's not a recipe for success in the last 10 minutes or in overtime. So tonight should be different. We saw against the Vols that in Tennessee that it is different so far. So hopefully we know what we're getting with this Georgia team. They're very good. They're big, as we can see right now looking out at warmups. They're a big team. But I think, we put up 10 goals in the past weekend. I think we're ready for this game. So hopefully this home ice advantage helps us out. And we're going to have a lot of fun watching some hockey tonight.
Yeah, so obviously we know Jimmy Piechnik loves laying dudes out. One thing Isaiah said all last semester, and I can guarantee this team is harping on this semester even without him, is we got to establish physical dominance. Jimmy is going to set the tone for us. But another guy, a new guy you haven't heard before, Thomas Samuelson, coach said he's like a heart attack on the ice for coaches because you just never know what he's going to do. Maybe Clemson needs something like that on the
some
ice.
Offense from the back end is definitely something they've been lacking.
Yeah.
You can't blame the guys who don't want to jump up if they've been on the ice for 3 minutes. But, now that you got 6 guys out there, I know my New England kid from Vermont is Samuelson's going to be out there wheeling, as Coach said.
So we already know who Christian's favorite player is Thomas Samuelson because he's a New England guy.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you guys for joining us on this Friday night this late. Hopefully the All-Star Skills competition is ending so you can pay full attention to us.
Maybe you can have a dual screen, get them up.
Yeah,
listen to one, watch the other.
So we got about 45 seconds until puck drop here at the Pavilion. I'm not going to say it, but it's in Taylor, South Carolina. We're here, home of the Clemson ice hockey team. And I'm amped. I'm just excited to be here. Yeah.
And guys, I'm excited for you to see it too. We're going to get the video out in the next couple of days, so the audio will be synced with that. But hopefully you enjoy our radio tonight. We're going to do our best to call the game as we see it.
Feel free to critique us on YouTube in those comments.
Only if it's nice, though.
No. we gotta have some people talking bad, so we know how to get better.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I guess.
Fair enough.
Getting better is good.
So about 4, 3, 2, 1. The buzzer is going to be really loud. Not really.
Not that loud.
I was expecting like ear blowing of the eardrums, but keys to the game, Piechnik, come out hard, come out fast, get the legs going early, especially for the new guys. We've talked about that.
Yeah.
Utilize the short ice, play smart D. So that's definitely a key to this game. Having 6 D-men is something new to the Clemson Tigers team, so maybe they can play their positions better. You grew up playing defenseman, so you know all about it.
I didn't.
All right.
I played for it as a child. But yeah, as a defenseman,
I got confused because we were talking about tryouts, and you were like, maybe I'll play defense.
Yeah, I'll just go play D because we needed one.
Whatever.
But yeah, I've played D in my day a few times. Yeah, it's important to have those extra legs, like you said, because the ice looks a lot shorter when you're moving a little quicker when you got those legs under you. So it's extremely important.
All right, Christian.
Yeah.
What are your keys to this game? How do we get going early, and how do we eventually beat this Georgia team that's beat us twice before?
Yeah, you said it, Matt. Get going early is the number one thing. We've fallen behind badly in the last two games, 5-3 in the first one and 4-0 in the second one. So start on time tonight. That's our biggest thing. We want to get out there right off the draw, which you're about to listen to at least and see on the broadcast. Right off the draw, lay some bodies, get yourself into the game. You got to be ready to go because in a game without a lot of space, it's really easy to pack it in if the other team can get a lead. When you got that space, you can still get shots through, but when you're playing on a short ice like this and the other team can get a lead on you, 2-0, 3-0, they're going to pack that in. They're going to block as many shots as they can. It's not going to be as hard for them because there's not a lot of space out there.
Yeah.
So it's really tough to create chances like this. That's why you see so many shots just coming from the outside into the chest, into the blocker. There are not a lot of high-quality scoring chances, but there are a lot of shots. So it's tough to create chances when the ice is this small. So we'll see how they do tonight.
Yeah, so it looks like we have – I'm trying to see who's in net. Can you see that number, Christian? 32? Looks like 32, junior Brady Mulligan. So Christian Brady, meet Brady Mulligan, the starting goalie for Georgia. And as we already said, Luca DiGiovanni in net for Clemson. Here we go, and the puck is off. My first play-by-play. I'm excited. Georgia's bringing it back in their own zone, bringing it up the boards. Tape-to-tape pass coming across the neutral line. They got a 3-on-2 here. Luca, save, right in his chest.
Handles the first one, just smothers it right there.
That's what we like to see, though. Those easy ones build up your confidence.
It's good for the goaltender, too, to get a shot right in his chest.
Yeah.
Get himself into the game. Just like I said with those forwards, you want to get a little bit of contact right off the bat just to get yourself into it, get your blood pumping a bit.
Georgia wins the faceoff, and the puck disappears. Oh, that was close.
Yeah, chance there.
Clemson gets it behind the net. Looks like Cheser trying to deke a man, but loses the puck. Here we go. JVL with the puck. And this roof is so short. This roof is so low.
Yeah, it is.
That it goes up into the net, and we have a stoppage in play.
Really big goaltender over there for Georgia and Mulligan.
Yeah, this dude's massive.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
So
handles that one well. He just shoveled it up right into the over the glass into the netting. Short glass here, like Matt said. Short rink, short roof.
Thomas Carroll wins the faceoff. Shot from the point. It looks like it hit one of our guys, Nathan Ledford, one of the new guys. Glad to see he's okay. Puck coming up past the central line, and Georgia's just going to dump it in deep. Clemson needs to do, we saw a lot of last semester, sloppy passes, just not really.
And we just saw one right there going across the middle into two red shirts.
So they need to do, looks like, just early game jitters. We'll see if.
We'll see if they sort
We'll see if we can figure it out. But already getting their third line out there, quick line changes, huh?
Yeah, which is good. You have a long bench. The guys are going to get out there, so you want to keep it moving. Get everybody in it quick.
One thing I do want to mention is we need to win those board battles, right?
Yeah, for sure.
This ice is so small that the pucks are going to be on the boards probably, 40-50% of the time.
Yeah.
So
pucks bouncing around all like that.
Yeah, so Clemson sends it into the bench of Georgia. We got a stoppage in play.
One thing I want to see the Tigers focus on now is get a third high forward up there. They tend to send three guys hard on the puck, which can create some havoc, but when you don't have that high forward, then it turns into a lot of odd man rushes on the other side of the ice.
Clemson forces a turnover, and they turn it right back over to Georgia. They had a potential 3-on-2, but they turn it over in Clemson's zone. So they're going to take the puck back, bring it past the center line, bring it past the blue line. Looking for a shot. Good save by Luca. And we got a board battle. Puck back at the blue line for Georgia. Clemson just bunching up in front of Luca here. Clemson's going to dump it in deep. And we got an icing. First icing of the game.
Yeah, it's easy to bunch up on a small ice like this. You want to make sure you're getting space out there and space out a little wider box a little bit on that defense.
So
don't give them as much time as they want.
Interesting point just came in. Isaiah texted me saying Brady Mulligan played a semester for us, then transferred to Georgia. By the way, just an interesting fact. So shout out to Isaiah. Yeah, checking out the his old squad here. He's still the president of the club, so obviously still seriously invested. So we miss him.
Got a chance.
And saved by Luka. And we're going to have another face-off.
The puck actually popped up into the air, and Georgia's assistant captain actually tried to bat it in. Good job by Luka staying with that puck. He was able to gobble it up in that chest and get another whistle.
So we got another face-off coming in the Clemson zone. And there's a scramble. A bunch of hand passing. Yep, and that's what they're going to call. They're going to call a hand pass. Imagine that.
Yeah, you called it.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Thank you. You know, I do know a little bit of hockey, believe it or not.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Though you're a Caps fan, so I don't know how much.
Take it easy. Check the standings.
A lot of fair weather fans there. I don't know.
So another face-off in the Clemson zone.
Same spot, too, all to the right of Luka.
Georgia has it at the blue line shot. Luka keeps track of it. Another save. Shots are now 5-2 Georgia.
That's number 8 for Georgia right there, Kyle Harris on that. He buzzed across the blue line there. He's one of their captains. Good rip shot. No traffic in front, but he really walked that line quick.
He's an economics and biology major.
Wow. It's not just hockey going for this guy.
Yeah, I know. I can't even believe he has the time to play hockey. Oh, Clemson got a turnover. Looking to create a chance. McEwen shot saved by Brady Mulligan. Georgia bringing it back up the ice across the center line, across the blue line. They're going for a line change. Wow.
And McEwen, obviously a top 6 forward that the Clemson team missed for the second half of last semester.
Yeah, so good to have him back.
Yeah, definitely is a big piece.
Georgia got it along the boards. Excellent check by Piechnik. We knew that was going to come.
Yep.
Ralston's got it behind the net, turns it over. Bunch of stick lifting, and they dump the puck out of the zone. Georgia's going to collect it in the neutral zone. Georgia brings it up into the offensive zone. A lot of scrambling.
Yeah. Well, that happens a lot here. There's not a lot of space, so that puck's going to rattle around a lot.
That's definitely true. Cheser brings it in the offensive zone, looking to make a move.
Speed off the bar.
Oh, we got a delayed penalty. Luka going to the bench, and Georgia finally gets possession. Slash on Georgia. We're going to look if we can get a confirmation from our girl Gabby in the box.
We're going to see Clemson's first power play tonight. Now, the power play is interesting when you don't have a lot of space like this, so we'll see how they spread it out. You definitely, for the defensive side of things, you want to make sure you're not packing it in, giving them the space to get shots off. You want to stay wide with that box when there's not a lot of space on the ice and really get up in those defensemen and make them move it quick.
So we got a slash in number 13, Cameron Campbell. Sports journalism is his major. That's kind of like what we're doing.
Cool.
So,
cool.
Yeah. So Cheser looking to win the faceoff here in Clemson's offensive zone, looking to get this power play going. He loses it. Georgia shuffling it behind the net, trying to clear it out. They don't. Cross ice pass. Oh, Ralston had an open net, hits it wide. Back at the blue line. Brings it up near the faceoff circle. Cross ice pass. Bringing it back at the blue line. Shot. Clemson doing a pretty good job of holding possession here so far, Christian.
Yeah, this is a good umbrella I'm looking at here.
JVL bringing it up the boards. He's got it behind the net now. Looking to pass at the blue line. He does. Brucker, one of the new guys. Shot. Save by Mulligan. But, hey, that's 42 seconds off the power play. It hasn't left the zone yet. So
yeah, it's a good job keeping possession and moving the puck around quick.
So shots were 5-2 Georgia. Now it's 7-5 Clemson.
Yeah, so maybe a little bit of a slow start there. Luka keeping them in it real quick. Yeah, not a lot of big scoring chances yet. Just a lot of outside shots on net. A couple close looks, but other than that, not a lot going on.
It's good to see Clemson 5 unanswered shots. So.
Yeah.
Butterfield chasing the puck. Georgia gets possession. Halsey saves it at the blue line.
Good keep by Halsey there.
Yeah. Butters looking to win the board battle. And he does. He's got all the time in the world. Making a move towards the center of the ice. Piechnik's shot from the blue line. Saved by Mulligan.
Mulligan coming way out of his goal to make that save there. Same with the last one. He's just gobbling those pucks up at the top of his crease.
Clemson doing a pretty good job of making Mulligan's life easy.
Yeah,
Not
so
lifting
far.
any pucks right in his chest, but
so far, yeah.
Shots on net, baby.
Yeah, you pump him in. He's not going to make 100 saves tonight.
That's right. Piechnik, shot on goal, save, pad save by Mulligan. Clemson retains possession, though. Clemson still has possession. Butters saves it at the blue line, doing a really good job. Halsey just shuffles it in, and Georgia clears. Piechnik going to take it in his own zone and hopefully get a couple new guys on the ice. Halsey bringing it around. Good tape-to-tape pass. OT brings it in the offensive zone. Georgia slap shots it, but good save by Halsey.
Halsey, another keep, and then a big drive there.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Pad save by Mulligan, but
Number 9 moving well out there, Halsey.
Shots are now 10-5. Georgia clears the puck, and that will be the end of the Georgia penalty kill.
Good first power play. Not a lot of inside chances, but definitely second that puck well around that umbrella. Guys popping out into the corner for outlets. I like what I see there.
So Georgia gets it at the blue line. Shot blocked by OT. Georgia retains possession. Oh, we got a 2-on-1 here. Frankie Stapleton pass.
Ooh.
Oh, he tries to connect with Thomas Carroll.
Just past 22.
No dice. Saved at the blue line. Shot. And Georgia gonna ice the puck. We got an icing.
Number 4, DeBose with a little pep in his step out there. He's moving well.
Yeah, I almost called him Baltus. I got to be careful.
Yeah.
I know. DeBose.
Yeah, he can move.
And that's another thing Piechnik told us was some of these new guys can really move.
Which is awesome.
Chesler looking to win the faceoff here in the offensive zone against a bunch of tired Georgia players. He does not. And the lights
have gone out.
The lights just went
blows.
out, and the lights come back on.
Yeah, they're back on. Wow.
What is going on right now?
Some much-needed renovations coming to the pavilion.
What do I even say here?
I don't know.
So 13:29 left in the first period. Still 0-0 score. Shots are 10-5 Clemson.
Clemson carrying the play in the last couple minutes, gain a little momentum off that power play. They're moving that puck well. The ice is going to get chewed up here soon, so you want to make sure you're getting those passes in and getting your opportunities early in the period.
Georgia with a shot. Saved by Luca. Sends it into the corner.
Good outlet pass there.
Good outlet pass. Yep, that's right. Clemson dumps it in deep, gets some fresh D on the ice. Chesler winning the board battle.
Ooh.
Zach Weeks trying to force the turnover, but does not. Clemson now with the ice. That's Jacob Vanderleest trying to make a move, but gets poke checked. Ralston saved it at the blue line, dumps it back in. McEwen went for the check. Georgia gets possession. And Georgia dumps it in deep, gets new guys out there. So 12:30 left to play. Shots are now 10-6. Still in favor of Clemson. Piechnik gets a hold of the puck. Ralston's going to try to make something happen. Great tape-to-tape pass here. And can't get anything going. Piechnik just dumps it in deep. Offsides is now canceled. Liam Clark doing a good job of forcing the turnover. And the puck will go into the bench. Stoppage in play. Going to get a bunch of new guys out there for both teams. 12:02 left.
Yeah, back and forth play here, as expected here at the Pavilion in Taylor's.
So we got another face-off coming outside Clemson's offensive zone, right at the blue line. And I say right at the blue line because this neutral zone is so
It is
short.
right at the blue line. He's not kidding.
Saved by Mulligan. Stapleton brings it around the net. Dumps it back in behind the net. Georgia keeps possession. Ralston saves it at the blue line again. Butterfield. Oh! Score! Alex Schreiber on the rebound. Mulligan with a juicy rebound.
Yeah.
That was like a medium rare steak, Christian.
That puck coming in from the high slot right off the pad. And guys in deep for Clemson, crashing that net. We're able to bang it home and get that 1-0 lead.
So Alex Schreiber, he was one of the guys that was playing forward, steps back to play D when we only had 2D, now playing forward at his natural position. This is awesome.
We got Butterfield on the assist there, getting that shot in from the center.
Yeah.
Extremely important, especially when a guy's giving up rebounds like this. Like I said before, he's really coming out of his crease there to make those saves. So you get rebounds like that, you can get some good chances down low as we get a couple chances in.
So score 1-0 in favor of Clemson. Georgia bringing the puck into their offensive zone. Shot blocked by one of the defensemen. And Georgia trying to set something up here from behind the net, leaving guys wide open at the blue line. Forcing a turnover. OT could force a 3-on-2 here, bringing it past the central.
Through the triangle there, it's a good move by 12.
Thomas Samuelson, that's your boy right there.
Yeah.
Pass and save. We trying to create a little bit of scramble in front of the goalie.
There's Samuelson getting in the mix down there. You can definitely see what coach is talking about. It's a heart attack before and after the whistle. So
I loved it.
Yeah, he's stepping in deep there. We had one defenseman on the blue line there. So yeah, looking to create chances, but at the same time putting yourself in a bad situation.
Yeah, so looks like we're going to have coincidental minors here. 12 to the box, so that's your boy Thomas Samuelson. And I can't see the number for Georgia.
It's 29, I believe.
29. So we got Jacob Salaski forward. And if I remember correctly, he was one of the guys that scored on us last game. So let's see if we can do something here 4-on-4.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all. He's getting in there. He's a defenseman, so I'm not really sure why he's down there, Samuelson. But he's getting in the mix there, getting chippy. Ooh.
Shot by Vanderlee.
Weird rebound there.
Yeah, he stood straight up and
really
took that
played
off
that
the
weird.
chest.
You wonder if he didn't see it.
So Georgia in the offensive zone, behind the net, bounces it off the boards, trying to create something. Got it at the blue line.
We got 4-on-4 play here.
Yeah. So
the ice opens up a little bit out there.
Georgia behind the net trying to set something up. Utilizes the boards, sends it back to the blue line at the point. Shot. Saved by Luca. He's going to freeze this one. So still 1-0 in favor of Clemson. 10:15 left. And, 4-on-4 hockey.
Yeah, 4-on-4. Those guys are looking to play man defense out there. So I would like to see them get a little bit further out and try to get in some passing lanes.
So if you remember to what we referred to in our pregame show, 4-on-4 has been pretty successful because that's what this league plays in overtime. So
yeah, so they're used to it.
Clemson with a shot, and Georgia now bringing it in front of the net. He gets tripped up, and the net gets dislodged, so stoppage of play. I don't see the referee's arm up, so maybe just a scramble in the slot, but glad to see everyone's okay. They're going to get the net back on its bearings, and we're going to have a face-off in the Clemson zone.
Biekna got crossed up a little bit down there, but he's able to get himself back into position to make a play on the puck there, and obviously squirt that puck into the corner and avoid a scoring chance.
Georgia wins the face-off, tries to dump it in. Chaos in front of Luca, but he manages to find the puck, and he's going to freeze it again. We're going to have another face-off. So 9:51 left in the game. In the first period.
Getting ahead of yourself.
I know. Jeez, I'm excited. We're winning. Clemson saved by Luca.
That one handled well there. He's looking through a screen from 91 and tied up with our number 4 in front of the net, Charles DeBose. It's a good job by Luca there, staying with that puck, just gobbling it up. Nice, easy save.
Shots are 14-10 in favor of Clemson.
Yeah, Luca's starting to work a little harder down there.
Face off to the right side of Luca, where it seems to have been all night so far. Clemson dumping the puck, and it's going to be an icing. So looks like we're going to have a face-off in front of Luca again.
Yeah, on his right side, it seems like we haven't had a face-off anywhere but there all night. So,
well, that's good. Luka can get comfortable with the face-offs on the right side.
I guess.
4-on-4, Georgia gets a line change. Clemson has to keep the same guys out there. Clemson wins the face-off. That was Thomas Carroll. Little scramble on the boards, but Carroll manages to keep the puck.
It's a good play there, using his net.
Yeah, shakes a defender.
Oof. Goes out in front of the net and loses it, though.
Turns it over. And
Luka real nonchalant blocking
into
the ceiling there.
Yeah, he uses his stick pad and just dumps it into the 10-foot roof we have here at the pavilion.
Yeah, there you go.
I might be exaggerating, but it's pretty short.
It's short.
Face-off, can you guess where? The right side of Luka. Clemson wins the face-off. Butterfield's got possession of it. Cross ice to Ralston. Back up the center line.
Oof.
Schreiber.
Hard fall there by Schreiber.
Yeah, that's right, but he gets back up and dumps it deep. Halsey playing way up in the zone.
Good coverage by Schreiber, though.
Schreiber wins the board battle, dumps it off to Halsey. Looking for Schreiber again. Oh!
It's a good chance.
Beautiful saucer pass, and Schreiber tries to backhand it past the goalie, but Mulligan makes a beautiful save, and Georgia tries to clear the zone, but it goes up into the netting. So we're going to have a face-off in Clemson's offensive zone. Shots 15-10, 8:41 left in the first period. So 4-on-4 is now finished. Back to even strength 5-on-5. Schreiber going to take the face-off. And Schreiber wins it. Frankie Stapleton tries a wraparound shot there. Spinorama.
Stapleton able to keep it in there. It's a nice play by him. And then he lays a little bit of body.
25 for Georgia coming up. Good save by Luka. Don't
Cross
like
him
that
up
rebound.
Did cross it up a little bit, but he made a good save. Obviously tough when the guy's coming across you like that and then shooting back towards the direction he came from. So
you understand living with two goalies?
Yeah. I could never play it, but.
Again, another nonchalant, just I'm going to catch this and freeze it by Luka.
Yeah, that puck popped up in the air and Luka said, I got it. Called off his right fielder and he made the play.
Great baseball reference.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm digging it. Shots 15-11, still in favor of Clemson. 8:09 left in the first period. Face-off, can you guess where?
Really is crazy, huh?
To the right of Luka. Georgia wins the face-off. Dumping it to the goal line. Off the boards pass. Sharp angle shot. Luka makes the save. So Georgia really utilizing that space in the face-off circle near the goal line.
Yeah.
Just right of Luka.
Yeah, and we're going to continue to harp on it, but when there's space on the ice, you got to take it when there's that little of it to look for around here.
Yeah. Face off to the right of Luka. Georgia wins it. Off the boards. Clemson gets possession. And here we go. Out of their zone.
Good puck movement there.
Had a potential 3-on-2, but it was given up at the blue line. Great poke check by Clemson in their own zone. Georgia's got the puck in their own zone. Bringing it up. Bringing it past the blue line. Beautiful poke check by your boy Thomas Samuelson.
Yeah, great play there.
He's playing absolute excellent defense. Georgia guy loses his balance. JVL just poking it beyond the blue line. Georgia resets. Cheser on the forecheck. Deep. Georgia getting the puck in deep, going for a line change, and Luka will freeze this puck. So line changes for both teams. So 6:52 left in the first period. Shots still 15-11, and Clemson leads 1-0. Face off to the right of Luka again.
Play's been in the middle of the ice the past couple minutes, just in that neutral zone.
Yeah.
Transition after transition, not a lot of shots.
It looks like they've just been trading possession in the neutral zone here. So DeBose gets possession behind the net. He's going to bounce it off the boards. McEwen trying to make a move, turns the puck over. Excellent defense by DeBose with that poke check. Could have been a 2-on-0 if he doesn't poke check that away.
Yeah, right in tight too.
Good pass in the high slot by Georgia, but he swing and a miss on the puck.
Yeah. He fans on that shot, number 8 for Georgia. Could have been a real good scoring chance if we were able to fight that one off.
So Clemson gets possession in their own zone. Trying to clear it out, but they do not. Georgia in the slot, shot blocked. Got it along the boards. Number 12 passed through his legs.
It's a great pass there.
Yeah, saved by Luca.
A blind pass behind his back, and we got a penalty.
We got a penalty.
On the Tigers, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a cross check on one of the new guys, Ben Brucker. So
he's having a little bit of discussion there with the referees, not too excited about being thrown in the box.
I don't know if he's going to win that battle.
I don't think so. I've never seen someone win it, so if he did, he'd be the first.
So 5:55 left here in the first period. Georgia to the power play.
We'll see. They got a lot of puck-moving defensemen back there who we've seen put shots on net so far, so that's a good recipe for a good power play. But Clemson able to clear the puck right off the face-off there.
Yeah, believe it or not, the first face-off to the left of Luca. Clemson wins it and throws it down ice.
Well, that's the Tigers' side. The left side.
Left side. All right. Is that like, remember the Titans, or left side, strong side?
Strong side.
Georgia in the face-off circle. Dumps it. Going behind the net. What do you think about Georgia's spacing here?
Yeah, so playing a little bit of an overload here, which is different. As we get it offside, the puck barely squirts out of the zone.
Yeah, so
they're playing mostly on one side, which is called an overload. They're probably looking to shift into an umbrella, but they, a little bit of weird puck movement, they weren't able to do it. Once you see that defenseman walk into the center, you'll see one guy from the corner move out in front of the net, what's called an umbrella, because it looks a little bit like an umbrella with a triangle up top.
So face-off outside the Clemson zone. Georgia wins it. They're going to dump it back to their own zone and try to set something up here. 1:17 left on the power play. 5:10 left in the game. Schreiber doing a good job of executing and getting that puck in the neutral zone, dumping it back into the Georgia zone to kill some more time off this power play. Schreiber again gets possession of the puck and dumps it deep. Yeah.
Yeah, and the Tigers are able to get a clean change. All 4 guys getting off the ice there.
It looks like Clemson's doing a really good job of just keeping their eye on the puck. Vanderleest trying to dump it off the boards.
Ooh, maybe a little bit of a premature pinch there. Clemson got away with it, but they could have been caught in a little bit of an odd man rush there.
Yeah, but doing a good job. Samuelson with possession along the boards, bringing it up on his own.
He can move.
Yeah.
He can move, and Coach told us it before, but we're seeing it with our own eyes now.
Well, he just killed about 10 seconds just keeping possession of that puck. So Georgia bringing it across the blue line.
You have to imagine a few explosive rushes from him end to end in any given night.
Great poke check. Samuelson has possession again.
Yeah, he's got a motor.
Passes it back to his own zone. Georgia collects possession. Halsey goes to dump it and successfully does. By doing that, kills off the penalty kill. So still 1-0 Clemson with 3:48 left here to go in the first period. Clemson now gains possession in their offensive zone and turns it over. Georgia trying to create a rush here. 23 going in front of the net, but gets overpowered. So Georgia here trying to set something up, and they turn it over. Clemson now in their own zone with a little bit of time. Liam Clark turns it over.
Really telegraphed that pass, and 91 was able to pick up on it.
Going off the glass to just try to get pucks in deep. Back in Clemson's zone, Halsey looks like he's going to win that battle. So he brings it along the boards, flicks it out of the zone, but Georgia grabs possession, and they're going to dump it in deep. DeBose grabs it behind the net. looking to set something else up. And 14, we got Ryan Ferrone on the forecheck. Georgia with a turnover. They're bringing it behind the center zone. Shot on net. Luka tries to glove it, but doesn't.
In and out of the glove.
Yeah, he doesn't hold it.
But he gets away with it there, not a problem.
Chesser doing a really good job. What a
He's
move.
dancing through there, yeah. He pulls up, sends it into open space, which is typically a good idea, but the puck squirts out a little bit there.
So unlucky for Clemson there, but they still maintain possession.
Yeah.
Piechnik bringing it out of the zone, trying to get the puck in deep. He's behind Georgia's net now, and it looks like he's going to get called for hooking or tripping. I'm waiting for the ref, and it's hooking.
There's a hook, yeah.
So Piechnik going to the box with 2:04.
Yeah, unfortunate for Piechnik there. Just a guy goes down when your stick's around his waist area, so.
He's trying to argue his case, but looks like he's not going to win that battle. So 2:04 left in the first period. Clemson did a really good job of killing off the first penalty.
They did.
What do they have to do to keep that going?
Stay wide. Make sure those guys don't have a lot of time. You saw in the first that maybe they're a little bit dysfunctional out there on the power play. They're not moving the puck as quickly as they'd want to, so make them do it, and hopefully they'll give it away more, and you'll be able to kill some time out there.
So face off to the left of Luka. Georgia wins this one, and they're going to try to utilize this space and set something up. Right face-off circle, back to the blue line. Going to Ovi's office over here.
Yeah.
To the goal line in the slot, and Georgia ends up scoring on this power play. Great job of utilizing the space they had. What did you see there?
It's a great play. It looks like a design play that they have. They just move that puck into the corner, like I said, with that umbrella guy, and then a guy coming in back door, just unchecked in front of the net. You got to make sure you're in a position, if you're the Tigers, to jack that guy's stick and make sure he doesn't have a shot to put it in.
Yeah, he looked like he was untouched in the goal crease there.
Yeah, he was, and he was just sitting there, so a little bit of miscommunication there. You leave a guy wide open in front.
Shots are 16-15 now in favor of Georgia. 1:48 left in the game. Left in the first period. I'm going to lose my mind. And it is 1-1. So.
Do you want to leave or something, Matt?
No. I'm excited to be here. Clemson wins the faceoff, but turns it over. We have a 3-on-2 here for Georgia. And roof counter.
That's one.
At 1. Puck deflected up into the roof. And the face-off will come to the left of Luka. So it looks like we jinxed it, and now that's 3 or 4 straight face-offs to the left of Luka. But Clemson's been having some success here, so let's see if they can win this face-off and get it out of their own zone.
Definitely want to establish a little bit of possession before. We got a slashing penalty there. Bit of a late shot thrown on net there. We'll see if there's any retaliation.
Yeah, so it looked like Owen Turner was trying to collect the puck off the faceoff, and he got slashed, loses his stick, and then forces the penalty. So Clemson going to have a power play of their own with 1:31 left in the period, not the game, the period. And let's see if they can capitalize on this and go up 2-1.
Yeah, maybe 10, 15 years ago when you slash a guy's stick out of his hands, well, that's just the guy's fault for not gripping it too tight. But when the game gets a little more skilled, they change those rules up top in the NHL, and you're seeing it trickle down through youth hockey now into this ACHA college hockey. So when that stick goes out of his hands, it's typically a penalty.
Clemson wins the faceoff, trying to set something up here. Shot in the slot, save, and Georgia's going to dump it. So
quickly cleared there. Is a good job of keeping a cool head and getting that puck out of the zone.
1:12 left in the period and 1:40 left on the power play. Let's see if Clemson can capitalize. Beautiful move to the left of Mulligan. I'm trying to get my directions right, and Georgia successfully clears it. So Clemson going to try to set something up. Got lucky there, almost turning it over. They eventually do, but Clemson regains possession, and it looked like he dumped it in the bench, but they're not going to call it.
Yeah, hit off the stanchion there. Usually off that padding, it should be a whistle, but went unnoticed.
Samuelson calling for the puck, dancing around. Dangle City over here, passes it to Halsey at the blue line. Down, back to Halsey. Halsey's going to have a shot. Oh, man, Mulligan with a save, but another juicy rebound.
Yeah, it just squirts right past McEwen, who had a wide open net there.
Can't capitalize, but another shot on goal. Vanderleest is going to collect it near the face-off dot. Halsey to, I'm trying to see who that is. It looks like Piechnik. Samuelson at the blue line, dumps it. 4 seconds, everyone's calling him to shoot. Vanderleest, shot and saved by Mulligan. So we have 0.9 seconds left. It looks like we're going to go into the locker rooms tied at 1.
Yeah, and here you're going to see Clemson just pull their goalie here and try to throw a puck on net with 6 guys on net. They're probably going to send all 5 guys at that net besides the centerman. Just throw the puck there, see if you can bang a rebound home. With 0.9 seconds, it doesn't seem likely, but it's worth a shot, obviously.
Yeah, so
they're not going to get the puck down to your end in 0.9 seconds.
Face off to the right of Mulligan, and that is the end of the first period. So
typically when a guy just drops to his knee and ties up there at the end of a period in a situation like that, it's pretty easy to handle. So good job from the Georgia defenseman there.
So tied here at 1 after the first period, that's something we're proud of, especially against a good Georgia team. So
overall, it was a good period. A couple sloppy mistakes, but really only one that hurt them. Just unable to jack a stick in front of the net there. And the guy's able to put it home, but not a lot of mistakes from Clemson there. They're moving the puck. I would like to see them play a little bit quicker, but they're moving the puck well, transitioning up ice. They're doing everything we said they had to. So
so
it's
30,
a good start.
We're going to have, I believe, 20 minutes if we do it at that level. 20 minutes, clock up, 20 minutes of intermission. And then when we come back for the second period, Clemson's going to have 5-on-4 for 30 seconds. So let's hope we can win the face-off and set something up with the short time we have. We'll see you guys for the second period. So Karen Elsersey, I'm sorry if I butchered that, but number 3 for Georgia. So Nate Michelson, shout out to her for watching. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, my brother said I'm unsubscribing, so.
Little rude.
Yeah.
Which one was it?
I'm unsubscribing. So it was Nick, of course.
Nick.
My dad
My
watching, my brother watching. So yeah, shout out to Luca's dads, all in.
Let's go.
Yeah.
We're all in too.
Shout out to Luca's dad for tuning in.
Luca with a great set.
JVL's mom tuning in. I'm sorry if I missed you. I'm just scrolling very quickly, but thank you everybody for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you all for tuning in.
Yeah. So we're going to try to keep it going. Technical difficulties with the stream. I think they kicked us off the Wi-Fi, but now we're back on or something of that nature. So whatever.
Whatever happened, you're seeing us right now. You're hearing us right now.
You're hearing us.
That's all that matters.
Feel free to comment during the second period, and we'll try to give you a shout out in the third or answer any questions.
Absolutely.
So we just hope we're doing a good job for you guys, right? So
we're hoping you're giving you the content that you so crave.
Yeah, the content you subscribed for, Nick.
All right, why don't we talk a little hockey here?
All right. Shout out to my mom. We had technical difficulties earlier, and she fixed them by texting us.
Pointing it out to us?
Yeah, that's right. So we had to start a new stream, but thank you, Mother, for the comment. All right, let's start talking some hockey.
Yeah, why don't we?
Clemson gets on the board early. Beautiful shot, right? So shot, pad save, juicy rebound, and Schreiber's there to put it in the back of the net. Wide open net.
Wide open.
And then,
but he makes no mistake about it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So Clemson goes up 1-0, which is something we desperately craved from this Clemson team. Georgia on the power play, kind of setting up behind the net. The guy, as you said, like untouched in the goal crease and just puts it past Luca, but not really Luca's fault, doing a great job of keeping his eye on the puck.
Yeah, he's playing great.
Nothing he could have done, but he's got 15 saves out of 16 shots, which is pretty good in my book. So
Yeah, Tigers went up on the power play at the end of that period. Right before that, I said it'd be good to get the puck back into the Georgia zone and make some plays and get some pressure on. So as we get going again here in the second period, we got some momentum going, which is always great when you're going into the.
All right, so I guess we started.
Yeah, when we're going into the locker room after the period, you need a little bit of momentum. It's tough when they just scored the goal and you got to just sit there and wallow in the pain.
Georgia doing a good job of killing off this power play by maintaining possession. They win the face-off, and they're just playing keep away at this point. They dump it in, and the power play is officially killed. So we got 5-on-5 now. Piechnik behind the net turns it over. Georgia trying to make a pass. I'm sorry to all the Georgia listeners. I just got your roster today, so I'm trying.
We'll throw in as many names as we possibly can.
Yeah, definitely after the fact, if we see something going on, we'll try to add it. So
There's a puck squirts
shot.
in front.
Oh, scramble in front of the goaltender, and it's Mulligan. I don't know why. We called his name 800 times in the first period. Shot by Georgia.
2.
Roof counter up to 2.
2.
So if you're keeping a roof counter at home, I don't know why you would be, but that was one.
You don't have to. We're keeping it for you.
That was one of Wyatt's favorite things, and we're keeping it on here.
Yeah,
so
that's a funny thing.
We're here at the Pavilion in Taylor, South Carolina. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
To be fair, that one would have hit a roof in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
That puck was rocketed.
That would have hit an NHL roof.
Yeah.
That was
skyrocketed.
Skyrockets in flight.
Good to get a stick on a shot there, which is always want to get that stick on the puck and wrap it up into the.
So we got a face-off to the left of Luka once again. And Clemson wins the draw. Oh, Samuelson making a guy miss. Here we go. Ferrone on the forecheck, trying to create something. Delayed offsides, I believe. Georgia bringing it across the center line. And Clemson gets possession due to a takeaway, bringing it past their own center line, past the blue line. Shot by Samuelson. Little scramble in front of Mulligan here. Samuelson keeping the puck. Dumps it off to McEwen, sorry. Clemson doing a really good job of keeping possession here, huh, Christian?
Yeah, they're cycling it down low, which is good. Keeping it out of the way of the UGA defenders.
So, back at the center line. Wow, what a block. Clemson tries to dump it in, and he just swings his stick out of the air and blocks
it. Max me off for just batting the puck out of the air, number 15 for UGA.
13 with a shot. 13 from Georgia with a shot. Pad saved by Luka. OT trying to get something going. And
offsides.
Delayed offsides. So face-off going to come outside the Clemson zone. The face-off dot right next to the blue line because, again, this ice is so short. It's practically on the blue line.
Yeah, do you guys know that yet?
This
is that
ice
into
is
your
short?
brain yet that the ice is small? I know we're bringing it up a lot. It is an important part of this game.
Clemson wins the face-off, but Georgia quickly grabs possession, trying to make a play off the boards. Still in the Georgia zone. They're bringing it back out past the center line, past the blue line. That's Nate Michelson, one of the guys we shouted out during the intermission. He gets tangled up in the boards. Clemson grabs possession. And DuBose, sole possession behind the net, dumps it off to OT along the boards. OT's going to dump it back behind the net. And back behind the net it goes. Looks like we're going to have a delayed penalty.
Yeah, on UGA.
Yeah. So UGA, Georgia, the Ice Dogs finally get possession of the puck. It looks like it's going to be a slash on number 21. So Zach Bachnek, I'm sorry if I butchered that. Sports management major. 2 minutes in the box. So Clemson going to try to utilize the space they did to end the first period on the power play. Christian, hit me with it. What do they need to do?
Well, they like to use that umbrella, so definitely stay wide as you can and keep it away from their defenders. They do a good job of getting shots in from the middle, which is what you need as the puck squirts way out off the face-off.
Yeah, they win the face-off, but it goes way back into their own zone. So Samuelson trying to set something up. Outlet pass. Past the center line. Clemson just dumps it in. Cheser trying to win the board battle. And he does. Dumps it off to JVL. Cross-ice pass from Ovi's office. Ralston shot, pad save. Georgia successfully dumps it out.
Ralston, a good, smart shot there, going low and wide on a bad angle. Just trying to get that puck to squirt back in front. Unfortunately, it doesn't in that case, but that's a smart play by him, to say the least there.
Samuelson making a guy miss, trying to set something up, brings it past the blue line. Gets tangled up on the boards. Still finds a way to make the pass. McEwen getting tangled up. I'm surprised that wasn't a holding call, Christian.
I think if we were at even strength, we would see a holding there.
So Georgia successfully dumps it. Luka, way out of his goal crease, passing. He looked like a sixth skater out there, huh?
Yeah, he's moving well. Luka getting involved in all phases of the game.
Yeah, as Doc says on the NHL games, the goalie can pass because he's the sixth guy on the ice, as if we didn't know that.
Yeah.
Luka with the glove save. No whistle. He held that in his glove for about 10 seconds.
Yeah, he's forced to play without any pressure. The UGA guys, as soon as they got that puck on net, are looking to make a change.
JVL flying up the boards.
He's motoring up here.
Pass to OT from the faceoff dot. He loses possession. Halsey grabs it at the blue line. Schreiber's going to collect it behind the net. Getting tangled up. OT with a little bit of space. Schreiber behind the net. Back to OT at the faceoff dot. Back to Schreiber behind the net. Halsey at the blue line. Shot. Deflected. Crazy bounce. Good keep in by Jimmy Piechnik. OT behind the net. Schreiber swing and a miss. Shot at the blue line. Piechnik. Scramble. Just mad scramble in front of the net here.
Yeah, about 3 or 4 good chances on net right there.
Clemson just really doing a great job of holding possession, even though the power play's over. So
and we saw a great give and go play attempted down there with Owen Turner and I'm blanking on the name of the other.
Schreiber behind the net.
Yeah, great Bobby Orr play behind the net to Sanderson to Orr.
So Georgia trying to set something up, turns it over. OT doing a phenomenal job on the forecheck. And Georgia's going to come up with the puck past the center line, up the boards.
Yeah, the Tigers couldn't quite corral the puck down there in the offensive zone, but a great job there separating the man from the puck.
Here comes OT at the point. Shot goes wide. Butterfield collects it along the boards.
Wow.
Crazy bounce that leads it to Mulligan, but he does a good job of poking it away. Clemson going to bring it back near their own zone and set something up, and they just dump it in and get a bunch of fresh guys out there. So
puck bounces over 2 sticks to get down there into Mulligan.
13:47 left here in the second period. Score still tied at 1, but Tigers doing a good job of putting shots on net because shots now in the Tigers' favor, 25-19. So Clemson trying to get possession in the offensive zone. Georgia brings it out.
And just like we predicted, it's a lot of shots in the beginning of this game. We're not even halfway through.
Yeah, Georgia puts another shot on goal, but good job of closing the 5-hole by Luca. Shot in front of Luca, and it looks like it squirts through. That was a weird transition, Christian, but Georgia ends up putting the puck in the back of the net, 2-1 Ice Dogs.
Yeah, it was a good play by the goal scorer to find some ice in front of the net there. He just squirts it home. It gets through Luca, but it's a good look there as you look out in front of the net into the slot. And just a one-time shot, just get it on net. That's what number 12 is worried about there, is getting it on net. And he gets the result that he wanted. It squirts through Luca's 5-hole, and we have a 2-1 game here.
So we got 22 from 15. So 22 is the goal scored. Seth Johnston is the goal scorer. Main assist going to Max. How did you pronounce it earlier? Mehofer? Mehofer, okay. Well, if we butchered it, I'm sorry, but he is the main assist. Freshman, so freshman to junior, the freshman getting involved early. Clemson trying to get possession of the puck. And they do grab possession of the puck in their own zone. Could be a 3-on-2 here if they're... Oh, Carroll between the legs move, still has possession. Ledford trying to bat that out of the air in front of the goal. Georgia just trying to dump it out here, but good keep in by, it looks like, Ralston.
Yeah.
And Ledford's going to go try to win the board battle. He just dumps it behind the net. Heavy hitting from Frankie Stapleton. That's what we're used to seeing from him. So good to see him getting in the game. Georgia's going to dump this puck. Get it in deep. Get a bunch of fresh guys out there. Georgia's keeping possession. Samuelson doing a good job of laying some bodies. Shot from Georgia. Saved by Luca, but it bounces out. And Samuelson's going to take control of this game. Up the boards. Good pass. McEwen with a good pass. We got a 3-on-2 here for Clemson. Looks like Halsey with a shot from the blue line. Or excuse me, that's Ralston. Samuelson with a shot from the blue line. Deflected away. Ryan Ferrone getting in there deep. He gets pushed into the boards head first. He's without his stick. Samuelson, Halsey at the blue line, shot, and glove save.
It's getting chippy out there.
Yeah, I was about to say that. You read my mind. This game's getting very chippy.
Yeah, it is.
Hits into the boards for both teams. getting very physical, some guys chirping at each other. The refs need to take care of this now. They need to nip this in the bud before it gets dangerous.
Yeah, they typically do. And one of, I guess, the benefits, and, well, we'll let you decide what it is, but you get the same 4 referees, and not a lot of referees down here in South Carolina. So you get the same 4 referees, and they do tend to nip that chippiness in the bud typically.
Deflected. Mulligan doing a great job of just making his body big and saving that, because that was a knuckle puck.
Yeah, you have to imagine he had no idea where that puck was. Just finds his pad.
Kind of a scramble here near the goal line. Georgia ends up with possession. Great outlet pass. 21 with the shot and glove save. Luka making it look easy out there.
Yeah, 21 getting some lip now from the Tigers players as he took a little bit of a whack at Luka's pad there for no apparent reason.
And that looks like something we've seen before. We talk about it on our podcast, that guys are slashing a little slash at the goalie, and guys are not liking that. We saw that with Lucic. One of the guys slashed, and he just comes around and punches him, decks him in the face.
Yeah.
So good thing we didn't see any of that, but it looks like Clemson's going to go here to the power play. Maybe a slashing on 21. We're going to wait from Gabby. And, yep, that's exactly what it is. So 21 with a slash.
That's Bachnick again.
Zach Bachnick finds himself back in the penalty box. Clemson looking to capitalize and tie this game up. 11:05 left in this second period. Shots 28-23 in favor of Clemson.
Yeah, and that's just an undisciplined penalty there from 21. Really unnecessary. The puck's in the glove and you're taking a swipe at the leg. It really doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. So Clemson wins the face-off here. Samuelson trying to set something up. Passes it along the boards near the face-off circle. Oh, that was a beautiful.
What a great look.
That was a beautiful pass in the slot right in front of Mulligan. And
that was Cheser putting a great pass there.
Yeah, he went hard at the net, and that was Cheser with a beautiful pass.
Yeah.
And I didn't see who was diving at the goal, but.
Here's Cheser again.
Cheser trying to make a move, gets tripped up. Cheser just swiping at the.
Miracle to keep possession of that puck there.
He's just swiping at the puck, getting anything he can. Samuelson looking for it back door. Doing a great job of keeping his position, though, not pinching way too hard. Clemson going to keep possession all day in the corner of the boards. Pass behind the net. Got a scramble. Cheser being a brick wall out there. Dude tried to check him, and he said, no, sir. Georgia going to dump it in. So 1:10 off this power play, but Clemson doing a really good job of keeping possession, creating chances.
Yeah, they are. You got to think it's a matter of time before one of these power plays turns into oh, no.
They turn it over, and it was potentially a 2-on-0, but.
Yeah, we almost jinxed it.
Yeah, Luka doing a good job of saying, yeah, I'm going to end this right now.
Yeah, with the amount of chances that the Tigers are generating here on the power play, you have to imagine it'll turn into a goal soon. But yeah, Luka doing a good job of just stepping in on that. It's tough when your team's trying to break it out of the zone, they give it away. You got to prepare yourself really quick to make a save, but he's able to do it, so good for him.
So Clemson winning the faceoff in their own zone, but Georgia gets possession quickly and dumps it. And it looks like the puck is chipped up into the net, and we're going to have a stoppage in play. 28 seconds left here on the power play, 9:33 left in the period. Shots still in favor of the Tigers, 28-24. Clemson's going to win the faceoff, and they're in their own zone trying to make something work. OT trying to win the board battle, but Georgia does, and they dump it in deep. 17, 16, 15 seconds now left in the power play. Clemson going to try to make something work here quickly. Piechnik bringing it along past the blue line. Trying to win the board battles here. Butterfield is in there. Schreiber can't get possession behind the net, and Georgia is going to kill this off. Lucky, the guy was coming out. 21 was coming out of the penalty box, and it zips by him. Lucky it was going that fast.
Yeah, he just narrowly overskated it there. Could have turned into an easy 1-on-0 or possibly a 2-on-1 with a guy coming over.
But it ends up turning out icing for Georgia. So it looks like those tired penalty killers are going to stay on the ice. Clemson needs to take advantage of this, win this faceoff. So to the right of Mulligan is the faceoff. 9:01 left in the period. Shot. Bounces around. It looks like Weeks has possession in the corner.
We got another penalty on UGA.
Christian, what did you see there? Because we're kind of blocked by this big pole here, and I couldn't see what was going on.
Yeah,
did you see what was going on?
8 in red, just a little shove from behind with the cross check a little bit.
Okay, Kyle Harris, defenseman.
Yeah, it's just another unfortunate situation, but it's something that the refs can't ignore when a guy gets pushed from behind and he collapses underneath you. It's something you got to call. Yeah, just unfortunate for 8 there. I'm not sure how hard he pushed it. You can't really tell from up here.
But another thing to throw into factor is how chippy this game is getting. Maybe they're just saying, all right, enough's enough. Mm-hmm. Anything close to a penalty, we're going to call it.
Yeah.
So
especially physical penalties like that.
Face off to the left here of Mulligan. McEwen trying to win the face off. 8:49 left, and Clemson to the power play.
Yeah, we got a cross check there on 8 is the official word.
Okay. Thank you, Christian. Thank you, Gabby, down there in the penalty box. They're going to send McEwen off for cheating a little bit here. Christian chuckles.
Yeah. McEwen's not happy about it, but
so
you can see he didn't want to put his stick where the ref
Cheser
wanted
wins
him to
the
put it.
face-off eventually. Ralston tried to go glove side, but saved. So 4 seconds into the power play, and already a shot on net. So face off to the right of Mulligan. Cheser's going to go back in there and see if he can do it again. And he does, but Georgia quickly gains possession. And roof counter up to 3.
That's number 3 there.
So I believe if you're trying to clear your own zone and it hits the roof, they just do the face off back into the zone.
It's the nearest dot from where you shot the puck.
Okay, so that's exactly what's happening. It's to the right of Mulligan again, so we're just going to do that one over, but with 4 seconds left in the power play.
Fortunate there for Georgia, they had an easy clear. Well, you put it into the ceiling and you got an inside the zone face-off again.
McEwen trying to make some magic happen along the boards. Ralston at the blue line, back to McEwen. McEwen with a shifty move. Samuelson at the blue line, passes instead of shoots. Cheser, sharp angle shot, but doesn't get it in. JVL behind the net, back to Samuelson. Oh, it looked like it bounced off the post. That was kind of a knuckle puck there. Samuelson keeping possession. McEwen trying to shoot it from the high slot. Samuelson. They're doing a really good job of getting pucks on net here, Chris.
They really are. They're buzzing around the puck right now, keeping possession well. This looks like the unit that's going to work best for them in the future.
So Ralston, a little bit above the faceoff dot. McEwen from the point. That puck was in the goal crease behind the goalie. Georgia doing a really good job of just diving at that puck to get it out.
Yeah, that's Matt Bigda down there, just knocking that puck out of the goal crease. We almost got a situation there where the Georgia goalie's behind the net retrieving his stick and a Clemson player in alone, but
so Samuelson coming up deep. Cheser swing, and he doesn't get all of it.
Yeah, the
so
bouncing puck.
We're going to Cheser making a move. He's going to just put it on net, and it goes in. Score for the Tigers.
Yeah, it just finds a hole there between the legs of Mulligan, and we got a tie game.
So that was such a weird transition because Cheser's at the faceoff dot, looking to pass it at the blue line, does a spinorama. I don't even think Mulligan was even paying attention to what was going on.
No, and you can't really blame him. The guy's moving away from him. Cheser just doing a good job of misdirection there. He throws the puck on net, and guys, with 34 shots on net, only a little bit more than halfway through the game. If you're wondering what the Tigers' game plan, and clearly it's to throw as many pucks on net because you know a few of them are going to find holes.
So
that's exactly what you saw there.
We got 26 from 27. So we got Cheser from Butterfield, and that's the second main assist, primary assist for Butterfield tonight. So
we got another chance here from the Tigers.
Butterfield with the puck. Little backhand in front of the net. We got 7:06 left in the second period, tied at 2. But the storyline we need to talk about is Clemson leading the shot category by 10, 34-24. That's something we haven't seen all season.
No, it's not, but we are seeing an advantage of power plays this time, and they're putting almost 8-10 shots on net during the power play.
Yeah, so Butterfield looking for a slash there. He's not going to get it.
No.
Potential 3-on-1 here. Shot. Pad saved by Luka. Juicy rebound, but
great save there by Luka, and we're going to have a penalty here. Let's see who it's on.
So, juicy rebound goes to Jackson Katz of Georgia, and he backhands it wide. Lucky for Luka because that net was wide open.
We got Schreiber going to box here.
And we got Schreiber going to the box
check.
with a cross check. So shots are now 34-26, and Georgia's going to go to the power play with 6:36 left in the second period. So this is a little bit of change of pace for Clemson because Clemson's been on the power play probably for close to 4 to 6 minutes of the last 6 of this period, right? So
so we'll see how they handle being back on their heels here. They've been, go, go, go on the toes all period. So
shot.
There you go. Good save by Luka.
Closing up that 5-hole gap for Luka, and he saves it. Clemson trying to get possession. They do. Piechnik does a good job of just dumping it, clearing the zone. So
right before that penalty was called, Luka sprawling out a little bit with that right pad, kicking the puck away, and the rebound goes wide. So great save by Luka.
Yeah, great save. There's nothing more he could have done. I mean, it was just unfortunate that it was just such a wide open net, but fortunate for the Tigers that it went wide. So
yeah,
Georgia bringing it into the zone and wrapping it around. 25 in red's going to pass it back out to the blue line. 17 in red's going to collect it. He puts a shot near the goal, maybe looking for a deflection, but it goes up into the netting of the roof.
I'm sure he was. He's throwing it into some shin pads there to find a stick, and then ramps up into the net.
Which isn't a bad idea, especially at this level. The ice is so short. Yes, we said it again, how short the ice is. Anything can happen, especially down there in front of Luka. So
we haven't really seen a goalie be clean other than the last goal tonight. It's all been really deflections, bounces, rebounds, things like that. So definitely you look for a little bit of fortune there when you throw the puck into some shin pads in front of the net.
And those dirty goals is what you need, especially at this level. Just create a scramble in front of the goalie. So
yeah, when 4, 5, 6 goals go in a game at this level of hockey, that's what you need.
Shot for Georgia along the faceoff dot. It goes wide. We got 48 seconds left on Georgia's power play. Shot again from the faceoff dot. It goes over the crossbar. But Georgia doing a really good job of just keeping this puck in and saved by Luka. So
Luka picking the puck up well through traffic tonight.
Shot by Kyle Harris at the blue line, and 38 seconds left on the penalty kill for Clemson. They're doing a pretty good job, but they haven't cleared it as much as they probably want to.
Yeah, no, but they're keeping the chances to a minimum, and they're from the outside, from the perimeter, which is what you want to see.
Yeah. So 38 seconds left here on the power play, 5:14 left in the period, and we are tied at 2. So face-off coming to the right of Luka, and Georgia's going to win it, pass it back to the blue line, try to set something up. Pass to the right of Luka, along the boards in the corner. He's got all day, pass it to the blue line, back to the face-off dot, and shot. Whoa.
Knocked out of the air there by Luka.
Yeah, Luka knocking it out of the air, and he kind of lost his balance there, but fortunate for him, Clemson dumps it out of their zone. 8 seconds left. Georgia trying to set up a final rush here of the power play. They bring it past the blue line. 23 in red, trying to make something happen, just dump it in front. Saved by Luka. Off the post. Wow. Georgia had Luka beat there, hit off the post, and Luka's able to find his balance. Samuelson on a rush shoots into the chest of Mulligan. That was a crazy transition.
Yeah,
that was a crazy scramble.
Crazy exchange there in front of Luka. But he does a great job of composing himself and making saves there. The next time there's a little bit of traffic in front in the Clemson zone, keep an eye on Luka's head. He's moving it around. He's tracking that puck really well tonight, making great saves.
So we got 4:23 left in the period. Clemson successfully kills off the power play of Georgia. Face off to the left of Mulligan. Frankie doing a good job of winning the board battle, fighting off a defender. Shot from a sharp angle. Good save by Mulligan. Samuelson doing a really good job of keeping it at the blue line, but Georgia retains possession. Good turnover.
Real good look in front.
Yeah, Frankie Stapleton had a beautiful look in the slot, and he just couldn't get the puck where he wanted it, and Mulligan does a great job of reaching out and freezing that puck.
What you're seeing here is a little bit of a feeling of invincibility for the Tigers. They go through a power play where it looks like they're going to get scored on. They have a lot of chances given up, and not a single shot goes, not really a single high-quality chance, just a lot of pucks bouncing around, almost finding the goal. So
Yeah.
you feel pretty good after a penalty kill like that. You feel like you played it well and you got a little bit of fortune. You feel like anything's going to go your way at this point. And you're seeing them with a little momentum in front of
Clemson wins the face-off.
in front of the Georgia zone.
Going to try to get possession behind the net. They do. Just trying to poke the puck into the net, create an absolute scramble in front of Mulligan. Georgia doing a really good job. They got a one-on-one. And who is that? That's Joe Halsey doing an excellent job of poke checking and absolutely breaking up that rush.
Yeah, that's Jack Ryan there, who's just flipping the puck through the whole Clemson team besides Joe Halsey.
Potential 3-on-1 for Clemson, but Frankie Stapleton can't connect on the pass, and Clemson's going to get a line change here. So Cheser getting possession, passing it back to Halsey in the zone. 17 and Red's doing the splits on the blue line, trying to prevent offsides. Carroll's going deep in the corner, trying to get the puck, and he cannot get there quick enough. DeBose is going to grab it in the neutral zone. He shoots it up, and Georgia's going to collect the puck behind the net. Cheser doing a really good job on the forecheck all night. We've seen that all night from him.
Yeah. He's got a head on fire down there, which is what you want to see, his hair on fire.
So we got 2:37 left here in the second period, still tied at 2. DuBose trying to set something up from behind the net. Beautiful pass to Carroll cross ice. Carroll was looking for Cheser. But we got Ben Brucker, one of the new guys, trying to make some magic happen. JVL in front of the net, and he gets stick lifted. But it looks like he still maintained possession. Brucker trying to get a shot on net, and it deflects wide. DuBose trying to win the board battle. He does, dumps it off to Carroll. Carroll now trying to win a board battle of his own. It looks like he does, and he gets checked. Clemson looking for a penalty, but it looks like they're not going to get it.
Borderline leg check there, maybe a trip. But, not too unfortunate to see them not call that.
So we got a poke check from Clemson. I'm trying to see who it is. Looks like it was JVL, and he trips up and falls. We got a stick flying, and Ryan Ferrone grabbing possession, and he clears the Clemson zone. So DuBose in his own zone, dumps it along the boards. Trying to get my words back here, Christian. 1:17 left here in the period, and shots 37-31 for Clemson, and a bouncing puck is going to come to Luka. He's going to freeze it. So it looks like fresh guys coming on for both teams. 1:11 left here in the second period. What would you like to see?
I think both teams are just going to try to control this puck here. You're not really looking for another chance at a chaotic period like this. You just want to settle the game down and go into the locker room at a tie game.
Yeah, your point, chaotic last couple minutes. The puck's just been bouncing around between both teams. Shot, great blocker save by Luka, and 91 in red, Chris, I'm not even going to pronounce his last name because I don't want to butcher it that bad, but he gets out his 9-iron and just lifts it into the net behind Luka.
We'll say Caresses.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you are.
I don't know. I mean, it's no disrespect to him. I just didn't want to butcher his last name. So we got 59 seconds left here.
We have a discussion with the referees about where the faceoff is, and they are going to change it back to inside, which it should be. And the Clemson bench not too happy about that decision.
Yeah, Coach Loughran trying to figure out what's going on. It looks like Liam Clark for Clemson was chirping at the Georgia bench. We got number 8 in red. Kyle Harris chirping at the Clemson bench. Yeah, this could get chippy in the third period. Deflection, and Luka doing a really good job of keeping his eye on the puck because that could have easily went past him. Several screens in front of him. So Luka doing an excellent job of keeping this game tied at 2. And we're going to have a face-off to the left of him.
Yeah, Clemson's going to throw a new line out there, which is smart because you really do want to settle that game down, like I said, in this last minute. And they haven't done that so far. You got to get that puck out, try to establish some possession, or at least keep that puck in the neutral zone.
Schreiber doing a good job of winning the face-off. Georgia forces a turnover, another shot, and another save by Luka.
Yeah, Luka follows the puck well there across the crease, makes it look easy.
So it looks like we're going to have a face-off to the right of Luka this time. Shots 37-34, still in favor of Clemson. 48 seconds left here to go in the second period. And Clemson just keeps changing these guys. That's what we like to see. That's one of the points we had. Quick line changes. I mean, that was like 10 seconds on the ice, though.
Yeah, well, you got to win faceoffs here. They've lost a lot of faceoffs, so they're cycling in and out. Those centermen, and basically the coach is saying, Coach Lochran is saying, which one of you guys can win a faceoff for me down here in the defensive zone?
Yeah, challenging the guys a little bit. Shot from the faceoff circle, slips through but goes wide. 30 seconds left here in the second period. Clemson looking to just get possession and looks like kill out this clock because Georgia's been in the offensive zone for a while. Clemson gets possession and they get the puck in deep. Butterfield doing a good job on the forecheck. And Clemson gets possession and they lose it. 8-7, 6 seconds now. Georgia's going to try to get a final rush here in the corner. And Piechnik is just going to hold the puck. And that is the end of the second period. Again, getting chippy. Guys checking late, chirping at each other. Let's just get to the locker room.
Yeah, well, there's a little bit of respect shown there between 91 in red and 28 in white Piechnik. Just patting each other on the back saying, good hit at the end of the period. Yeah. It's all good. This is hockey. That's what we're playing.
And that's what we like to see. So,
yeah, of course.
Tied here at 2 to end the second period, just like the first period, tied at 1. So maybe tied at 3 to end the third. I don't want to jinx it.
What a treat it would be to see overtime
some
tonight.
Free hockey. Yeah. So tied at 2 to end the second period. Shots 37-34 for Clemson. And we'll see you guys back here shortly before the third period. And we're live. We're back. So I want to point out the goal scored by Georgia. I don't think we got to it. Give him a shout out. Aaron Phillips, senior, on the goal. Main assist going to Jackson Katz, sophomore. And then again on the Clemson goal, Nick Cheser from Andrew Butterfield. 2 assists on the night for Andrew Butterfield. Just wanted to point that out. But saw Lochran, Coach Lochran, in between periods. He said that on Georgia's second goal, it was a bad line change. He takes credit for that one. So awesome on the coach to take leadership like that.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes. He says he loves the way we're playing. Again, bad line change leading to the goal. So we'll see if they come out and play hard this third period.
Yeah, it's the only goal tonight scored off the rush. So you can see how that could play a factor. And obviously, line change, you're able to recover if they keep possession in your zone for a little bit. But they scored off the rush in the slot. So, yeah, you can see how the coach would take credit for that one, or I guess take blame for that one. So, yeah, it's just one mistake, and they've only made a couple tonight. The Tigers are really playing well defensively, and they're, the game has been a lot more even, but there have been a lot of times tonight where the game's trading back and forth for 3-4 minutes at a time where one team has all the momentum. And part of that is the power plays. The power plays have been huge tonight. There are a lot of them, and there are a lot. Yeah, both teams capitalizing on the power play, and if not, definitely gaining momentum from it. So
another 2 stars I want to highlight of the game so far is number 32 in red, Brady Mulligan, playing lights out right now. Well. 35 saves out of 37 shots. And then on the other side, Luca DiGiovanni, 32 saves on 34 shots. Both these guys only giving up 2 goals apiece, and all 4 goals weren't the goalie's fault. Really weird transitions.
Yeah.
The only one you could say for Mulligan was he was anticipating the play to go away from him, and the puck comes towards him, and he doesn't get his 5-hole closed quick enough. So,
yeah, and 30 in white, like you said, playing real well tonight.
Yeah.
DiGiovanni really standing on his head tonight, and something I'll continue to point out, he's really tracking the puck well.
Yeah.
Really well, the best I've ever seen him track it. He's getting his head around defensemen, and yeah, sure, there's a little bit of luck thrown in there where you can't really see the puck and it just happens to hit you, but he's playing good positionally, and he's also following the puck, following the guy. Really playing well, lights out right now.
Yeah, and for somewhat like most of the home games last semester, Jake Badger got the start. So I'm really excited that Luca gets to showcase his style, especially on live radio tonight. So Luca DiGiovanni doing an excellent job in net for the Clemson Tigers, and we are underway.
Yeah, and the depth of the team seems like a new theme for the second half of this season. So
Yeah, I mean, it's sad to say. Turnover in front of the net. OT trying to backhand it in the 5-hole. Again, something we don't like pointing out, but usually to come out, start the third period fast was a challenge for Clemson because they were just so short-handed. But right now, guys are flying around to start this first minute of the third period. Shot, beautiful pad save by Luka. Clemson grabs possession.
Yeah, point-blank shot there from UGA.
Zach
handled
Weeks,
well by 30.
Weeks doing a good job of just dumping the puck in deep and doing a really good job on the forecheck as well. Clemson doing a good job of getting quick line change out there. 40 seconds for the first line. Not too shabby. Luka doing a great job of, like you said, tracking that puck and using his stick to dump it. Delayed offsides here, so Clemson's got some time to collect their thoughts, and that's exactly what Weeks does, bringing it around the net. Oh, he gets knocked down, but does a good job of getting the puck through, getting the puck in deep, and he goes off. So another fresh guy for Clemson coming out.
Great save there by Luka.
How about that save by Luka?
Yeah, and a 91 just with an incredible play through the neutral zone there, carrying the puck in, then a really nonchalant, just calm pass down, past the defenseman behind him, and a point-blank save for Luka.
Samuelson shooting, but it gets deflected. I thought it hit the roof, but it does not. Samuelson playing really far up. That's something you were talking about, that usually, like all night, the Clemson D's been doing a good job of keeping positioning, but it works in his favor. He gets time to get back. Shot goes wide of the net. Luka looking to flash his glove, but does not.
One thing we saw there from JVL was a good cover. That's something we didn't see earlier in the game. As the puck barely squirts by the net there, almost went in.
Yeah. Samuelson taking his time, doing a little spin moves, and he's coming up, and it officially gets out of the zone. He brings it into the offensive zone, making some moves happen, and he's in the corner trying to win the board battle. Butterfield, it looks like we're going to have a penalty on Samuelson.
You got a rough there for a little bit of extracurriculars down there in the corner.
So it was in the corner. Again, we have this bar, so we kind of have a blocked view. I was trying to look over the bar. I saw a scramble on the boards, and the whistle gets called for roughing. So
yeah, I didn't see much. It just looks like an exchange where the ref sees the retaliation, and that's going to happen 9 times out of 10.
And that's fair.
Yep.
That's fair. Especially in a game that we've talked about could potentially get chippy. So Gabby gives us the confirmation on the roughing for Samuelson, and Georgia to the power play. So Georgia at the blue line passes it to the faceoff dot, back to the blue line, back to the faceoff dot, playing a little give and go, back to the point, off the boards. Georgia doing a good job of spreading this ice out.
Tigers keeping them on the perimeter so far, though.
Yeah. Yeah, like you said, they're doing a good job. They're playing a little like diamond 4 wide kind of formation.
Yeah.
Clemson does a good job of killing this off right here so far.
Yeah, they call it a box. It's really more like a trapezoid because the strong side guy on the side where the puck is going to play a little bit higher than the guy who's back covering the open lanes down there.
And you would know that, so thank you for your analysis.
Yeah, absolutely.
Clemson,
that's what I'm here for, man.
Clemson doing a good job of killing this so far. They dump it out of their own zone, but Georgia into the offensive zone. 23 making a beautiful move, looking like Evgeny Malkin out there, deking through 3 different guys, but he shoots it wide.
That's Jackson Katz down there really making an impact in the
Yeah, he had some beautiful dekes down there to create some chaos in front of
He really did. There's some jump in his step.
Georgia doing a good job of just holding possession here. They dump it in deep, and Dubose is going to win that battle, but turns it over quickly. Fortunate for the Tigers, there was a miscommunication with Georgia. We got a penalty, delayed penalty, and OT is going to try to keep possession of this puck. And Georgia touches it. So we're going to have 14 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey, and then Clemson will go on the power play.
Yeah, and oftentimes what you'll see here is they'll there'll be some possession for the Tigers here, at least hopefully, because the UGA team obviously doesn't want to get caught in their own zone with a guy coming out of the box and then man advantage. So, yeah, you look for the Tigers really to start their power play now. There's a little bit of extra space out there. You're getting your guy out in about 15 seconds, but they want to establish that possession first so they can, once you get that extra guy out there, they can really start.
So Gabby gives us a confirmation on what it was. It's hooking for number 8, and that would be Kyle Harris. And we've called his name a couple times tonight for being in the box, so he visits his favorite place tonight in the penalty box. He's in the sin bin. And now Samuelson coming out of the box, and the power play begins for Clemson. So we got 140 on the power play. We got 15-11 left in the game unless we get some free hockey. So Chesser doing a good job of bringing it along the boards. He loses the puck, but gains it back over to Ralston at the face-off dot. Some chaos in front of the net. Clemson just couldn't get a clean look, but Samuelson in the slot, slap shot, it goes wide, and Ralston can't contain possession.
And when you miss far side, especially on the power play, that's something you can see happen. There's a free clear for the other team. Puck goes all the way down.
Potentially was a breakaway, but Clemson does a good job of catching up. Samuelson making a couple guys miss. 3-on-2 here, and he's behind the net. A couple guys calling for the pass. He dumps it off. OT does a good job of holding possession, but it's turned over. And it looks like there's going to be a breakaway for Georgia. And he shoots it wide. Luka doing a good job of coming out of the goal crease and forcing the guy to shoot backhand.
Yeah, 29 Solowski there. Couldn't really settle that puck. It was on edge, and he just, flips off the end of his stick. But you're right, Luka following that puck well.
Yeah. So 18 seconds left here on the power play. Clemson's going to try to maintain possession here.
Get one last rush here on the power play.
They get into the offensive zone. Vanderleest, wide open shot, and he scores from the face-off dot.
Yeah, that's a good look there. He goes wide, and Vanderleest makes no mistake about it. He puts it in short side.
And what do NHL guys say all the time about power plays? What's the number one rule? You got to have a clean entry. And that's exactly what that was. JVL had so much room on the face-off dot, and he just shoots it stick side. And as we know, we've seen all season, JVL's got a ripper of a wrist shot.
Yeah, not really enough time to set up there for the power play, so Tigers go all in on the rush. They really had like a 4-on-1, it looked like, down there. Yeah, and JVL, no mistake about it, putting that puck home short side to put the Tigers up 3-2 here.
Yeah, and the primary assist goes to Thomas Samuelson, who, again, we pointed out is one of the new guys, but Loughran says he's a hard attack on the ice. In a good way for me. He's playing lights out tonight.
Yeah, he is.
So Clemson going to try to carry this momentum. Shots, turnover. Carroll's going to try to make something happen. Good move. Forces it in front of the net. There's a scramble, wide open net. Oh, Clemson just can't put it into the empty net.
We got a penalty here.
People screaming.
Looks like he's going to take two guys. I think we're going to get a penalty charge to the goalie here as well as a guy scrambling with him in front.
Okay, so that was just a weird scramble, first of all. Carroll doing a really good job getting into the zone. He's got two guys on him, but he's got two Clemson guys behind him. Makes a nice move, and then a scramble just happens in front of Mulligan.
Yeah, and Mulligan and Ferrone there really get caught up behind the net. Incidental contact there, but neither of them really liked it. They exchanged a couple blows, and they're going to both end up in the box here. Obviously, the goalie's not serving the penalty. They're going to throw a guy in there in red.
All right, so we got Ryan Ferrone here in the box for Clemson, and Max Mehofer for Georgia.
Yeah, he's going to serve the penalty for Mulligan there.
And they both got unsportsmanlike conduct. So 4-on-4 hockey here. Clemson doing a good job of just keeping this momentum and keeping possession.
Yeah, there's been a lot of 4-on-4 tonight, and we may see it later. Knock on wood. Hopefully we don't. We'll see the Tigers come out with a regulation victory.
Yeah,
here.
that would be excellent against this fantastic Georgia team. So we got a scramble, and Georgia's got the puck, and they're going to bring it up on a rush. Number 12's flying up the ice, tries to make a move, and he gets bodied up by James Piechnik, it looks like.
No surprise there, huh?
Yeah, Piechnik always laying some bodies. So Georgia's going to reset in their own zone, cross the neutral zone, and they bring it in the offensive zone. Wow, what a stick save by Luka.
Yeah.
That was a crazy puck. Luka doing a really good job of tracking it and just dumping it aside. So we got 107 left of 4-on-4 hockey, and then we'll continue even strength, but it'll be 5-on-5, and we got 12-11 left in the game. The Tigers leading here 3-2, and the faceoff will come right of Luca DiGiovanni. So Clemson wins this faceoff, and we got another board battle. McEwen doing a really good job of just getting that away from the boards. Let's see if Clemson can utilize this open ice with 4-on-4.
Yeah, hopefully they can. They've been generating chances 4-on-4 all night.
McEwen along the boards, just going to dump it in behind the net.
Looking for a cycle there, but he's got no one home. Hopefully they can forecheck here. Doesn't look like they can as Red breaks it out.
Georgia turns it over, but they regain possession 3-on-3 here momentarily. And there's a turnover, potential 3-on-1. JBL passes it to McEwen, but McEwen can't handle the pass.
Great chance there for McEwen, but he just can't corral it.
Yeah, so McEwen has it along the faceoff dot, backhands, it goes wide, and Georgia's going to grab possession here. We got 12, 11, 10 seconds on the 4-on-4 coincidental minors here. Georgia bringing it up the ice, dumps it in. Luka says, I'm just going to shut this down, and we got 1 second left. The door's open on the penalty box, eager to get back in the game.
Yeah, great job by Luka there getting that whistle. Clemson D have been out there for a long time, and you'll see them changing. Actually, now you see the forwards change as well. You know, take that whistle whenever you can if your team needs a break, and that's what he did.
Yeah, Luka doing a really good job of recognizing that and just shutting it down. Shots are 41-39 in favor of the Tigers, and now we have 5-on-5 hockey.
It's one of the many things that a lot of us don't appreciate about the goaltending position. So you got a lot of things to worry about: when to play the puck, when to keep it in your glove and get that whistle.
OT trying to win a board battle. He does continue it, but Georgia wrapping it around the boards here. Brucker doing a good job of just getting puck in deep, and Georgia's going to reset. Great outlet pass, but 5 in red's not able to maintain it, trying to set something up behind the net. OT doing a good job of keeping his position. Ledford going for a poke check, but he ends up grabbing the puck. OT wanted the backside, but the puck goes a little bit too far out of his reach, and we got some bodies being laid here, and Ralston's just going to dump it in, potentially look for a line change. Georgia now has possession behind the net. Ralston and it looks like Brucker are the defensemen out there doing a good job of keeping their position. Shot goes above the crossbar, and Clemson just dumps it out, and they're looking for a couple of guys to change. Number 8 in red bringing it. I thought that went in, but it
popped
hit
the bottle, but it hit the outside of the net.
Yeah, it hit the outside of the net on a sharp angle, and it popped the bottle, like you said. And now we're going to have a stoppage and play. The roof counter officially to 4.
Yeah, we got down here behind the net. Number 2, Nate Ledford, really lining up a big hit. He's able to put one on it, but he's a smaller body in that situation. It's more of a stalemate. But that's where you heard a little bit of commotion down there behind the net. He laid a big body on him.
So the faceoff's going to go right of Luka. The ref trying to figure out if the goal is good on its bearings, and it is. We're going to have a faceoff right of Luka. Schreiber looking to win it, and he does cleanly. Halsey just trying to dump it along the boards. Kind of looked like it hit the upper netting there. Georgia just trying to bounce it off the glass, but we continue. Clemson clears the zone. Georgia swing and a miss, but they still maintain possession. Georgia's doing a good job of just holding possession this period. So we got 9:09 left here in the third period. Clemson leads shots and goals, and Georgia's trying to set something up behind the net. And Halsey doing a good job of going down on one knee, blocking a potential shot. Piechnik now maintains possession. He brings it into the offensive zone, looking for something. He bounces off a check, still has the puck. Frankie Stapleton trying to make something happen. Frankie just throwing pucks at the net. Butterfield getting in on the action, and now guys are checking, and Mulligan will freeze the puck. So shots are now 42-39 in favor of Clemson. Both benches yelling out some things.
Yeah, that's Johnson and Stapleton down there getting in the mix. Just good old-fashioned punches to the face.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but it's good old-fashioned hockey.
Yeah, just a little bit of a shoving match down there, no big deal.
And Frankie's no stranger to getting physical. Him or Piechnik kind of lead this team in hits. So face-off to the right of Mulligan is won by Georgia. Liam Clark trying to win the board battle, but Clemson fails to do so. Georgia bringing it in the offensive zone. They got guys back at the blue line. They're spreading out the ice a little bit, using the boards well. Number 91 in red, looking for a wraparound. He doesn't connect, loses the puck, and Clemson maintains possession. We got Liam Clark bringing it across the blue line. Simple shot on goal to maybe create a rebound, and he kind of does. It goes behind the net.
Yeah, well, Mulligan really slow on that. He almost let that go by him short side.
So we got 91 in red trying to create something. He just shoots it from behind the net to the goal crease. And Dubois doing an excellent job of a free puck. He just dives at it to clear the zone. And by doing so, we got fresh guys on the ice for the Clemson Tigers.
Yeah, it's a great play there.
Georgia's going to dump it back, and Samuelson's going to grab possession and wrap it around the... No, he's not. He made a little spin move, shaking the defender.
That's a good job using the net to evade the defender there.
So we got a little bit of back and forth possession. Georgia gives it over, and shot from Zach Weeks, and it goes wide. But Weeks doing a good job of maintaining possession, and now Georgia has possession. And a little bit of miscommunication. They dump the puck in deep. And we have some scrambling behind the net, people pinning people to the boards. So 6:57 left. Again, both of these teams just going back and forth trading possession. What would you... Well, as I was about to ask you a question, we have a stop and play. What would you like to see from either team with 6:49 left in the game?
There are a lot of chances right now. They're trading chances back and forth. No team's really dominating play right now. It's new. We saw it at the end of the last period, and it's continued all through this period. Save the power plays. There's been a lot of back and forth. So, yeah, I think you keep it both. Obviously, you want to limit your own chances on your own net, but I think it's good. Both teams are playing good hockey right now, defensively and offensively.
Carroll trying to bring it up wide, and he gets knocked down. The puck is somewhere, and they're going to blow the whistle. It was under Mulligan's pad.
And for a while, it looked like nobody knew where it was.
Yeah. And typically we see that if a ref loses sight of the puck, he'll just blow it dead. But we have a stoppage in play. Shots are now 44-40 in favor of the Tigers. Face off to the left of Mulligan. Georgia wins it. And they now have a potential 3-on-2 developing.
Yeah, there's an example of the Tigers getting three guys caught down low.
Number 9, Joe Halsey doing an excellent job of just tying up a man, and the puck goes wide. So here we go with another board battle. OT diving at the puck, doing a really good job. And now he has possession of the puck. And he's going to try to dump this puck in deep. Excuse me. We got a delayed offsides, and Ledford gets back onside, but Georgia brings in possession. Shot on net, deflected away by Luca, doing an excellent job of tracking it. Delayed offsides for Georgia, so Clemson's got plenty of time. Georgia goes for a line change. Clemson goes for a line change. Clemson trying to set some up here. Carroll turns it over, but Butterfield doing a really good job of stick lifting the Georgia player and regaining possession. Halsey laying his body on the line to stop some passes there. Excellent job. If I were playing NHL, I'd be holding L1 and R1.
Thinking the same thing, man.
Yeah. Georgie doing a really good job of using the space they have on the ice, spreading out the Tigers. 11 in red, using the board for a pass. Georgia has it on the face-off dot. Shot goes wide. It kind of looked like a backdoor pass, but needless to say, it goes wide. 4:59 left here in the game. Tigers still lead 3-2. Shots 41-44 in favor of the Tigers. Halsey bringing it in the zone. Frankie going deep on the puck.
Good job by Halsey getting that puck in deep, taking a hit, and then getting off the ice real quick.
Yeah, Frankie doing a good job of tying a man up. Schreiber now has possession. He's trying to make something happen behind the net. Piechnik looked like he was going to pinch, but he ends up staying in his position.
A wise decision.
Yeah, wise decision, like you said, because he ends up getting a stick on the puck and deflects a shot away. So Tigers looking to maintain possession here. Both teams, as we've talked about, neither team can really hold possession for more than several seconds. But Clemson here has possession. Butters is just going to dump it in, and kind of a weird bounce off Mulligan.
He struggled with it a little bit.
I thought he was going to freeze it there.
Ultimately, he handled it.
Yeah, he lets it just bounce off his body, and Georgia grabs possession. Clemson getting a full line change out there. Other than Weeks, he is deep on the forecheck. Some deflections are going on in the neutral zone. Samuelson's trying to push it up the boards. Weeks laying the body. And Georgia's going to dump it in deep, try to set something up here. So we got 3:37 left here in the third period. Georgia forces a puck into Luca's bubble, but Luca pushes it away. Chesser doing a good job of trying to make something happen. Samuelson doing a really good job of keeping that on the blue line. No offsides. And he tries a shot, but it fans. Chesser on the boards. And the puck is going to be dumped by Georgia, and we're going to have an icing here. So
first icing in a while. There's a lot of continuous play there.
What's Clemson needs to capitalize on here is they have fresh guys. This Georgia line's been out here over a minute.
And obviously not allowed to change there because of that icing.
Yeah, so face off to the right of Mulligan, and it looks like McEwen's going to take the face off. Let's see if he can win it and they can set something up. He does, but Ralston tries to dump it in deep, and it's deflected off of Georgia's stick.
And you said it, Matt. There's an opportunity there to kill some time in the offensive zone at the end of this game, and the Tigers just unable to do it.
So Georgia has the puck, and they throw it cross ice in their own zone. They now have the puck at the blue line. Slap shot. Bounced off a Clemson stick, doing a really good job of just getting anything in the way. Sticks, bodies.
Yeah, that's Thomas Carroll dropping to a knee there to make a block, and here he is on the other end.
Yeah, it was a one-on-one. He tried to make a move, but can't do it. And Georgia's going to have possession. They bounce it off the boards here. Ralston unable to grab the puck. Beautiful defense by DeBose. Getting a stick in there. That could have been a ugly 3-on-1.
That puck was bouncing around in front for a while there.
Yeah, DeBose doing a really good job of finding the puck. Georgia trying a cross-ice backdoor pass, but Luca keeps his eye on it, and it goes wide anyway. OT putting his body on the line to stop a pass. I'm liking the effort from Clemson here, putting their bodies on the line. Everybody is.
Good job, Owen Turner there, getting the puck in deep, kill some time.
So shots 44-43 for Clemson here. We got 1:50 left. Let's see if Clemson can finish this game. The question becomes this late in the game, Christian, when does Georgia pull their goalie?
Yeah, you see at this point, the next time they get possession, you're going to see Mulligan skate out of that net.
But it looks like the puck just keeps changing hands. Mulligan can't afford to go to the bench.
No, you can't. You got to make sure you can get that puck in deep, or make sure you establish possession in the offensive zone, or he's not going to get off the ice.
Exactly. So Clemson now stifling the man at the blue line, getting possession. And again, this just keeps changing hands. But Georgia, well, they had possession. Yeah, Mulligan's going to stay where he's at.
Here's a one-on-one. One-on-one,
Vanderlee shot on net, and he kind of falls down, but it is blocked anyway by Mulligan. 59 seconds left now in the game. Mulligan's still standing at his goal, and now he's going to head to the bench to get an extra man on. So we now have 6-on-5, 50 seconds left. Clemson's going to look to finish this game of the empty net. They now have possession. Frankie Stapleton now has possession, and off the post. Samuelson was trying to get it on net. and it hits off the post. Schreiber doing a good job of just holding this puck along the boards. 30 seconds now. Georgia now has possession. They're bringing it out of their own zone. Halsey dumping it in, and number 8 in red doing a good job of catching it. Delayed offsides here. Clemson can just hold the puck in their own zone, but they choose not to. Still delayed offsides. Clemson now has possession. 9 seconds, 8, 7. Clemson just dumping it in. I don't think Georgia's going to have enough time to set something up. And 2-1. We now have a regulation victory for the first time all season, Christian. Unbelievable. How about what a first game for you to call, huh?
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Clemson, like I said so many times, they just played great that night. And that's an incredible team right there that you just beat. Georgia, obviously, great record this year, especially in the SEC in division, which Clemson has struggled in all year.
Yeah.
Like we said, it's a new team. Start thinking about what could have been. If you had guys like this all year, you had the depth that you have. That's just a great all-around game played by Clemson. You get the goaltending, you get the responsible defensive play. So you put enough goals in to win, and that's the recipe for success.
I want to point out for the first time, maybe all season, obviously we won in regulation, but we're leading the shot count, 45 shots. And I also want to point out, keeping the shots like less than 60 is a struggle for Clemson.
Yeah, it is.
But with 6 defensemen out there, we're able to put bodies in front of the net. And that's what we saw in the last 2 to 3 minutes for Clemson, laying bodies on the line.
Yeah, it's
to keep it from
right,
getting
Matt.
to Luka.
Yeah, they were. They were really making great plays. You saw at the end, Thomas Carroll lay down the body, put a knee to the ice, and make a huge block on a shot from the point, and then kill some time on the other end trying to get a shot on net. So there's examples like that for all the guys. They really played great tonight. It's fun to watch.
Unbelievable. Well, we're going to figure out who the player of the game is, and I'm excited. We get to bring out the title belt once again. This win actually counts, Christian. I'm ecstatic. So, second win on the season for the Tigers, first regulation win, and again, this is a phenomenal Georgia team that we just beat. This is an unbelievable effort for the Clemson Tigers. Before the game, Piechnik and Coach Lockram are trying to tell us this is a different team.
And now we see that they're right, and you all have seen it too. Yeah, just a great win. And since we've turned the page on 2020, the Tigers have not lost in regulation. They've gotten points in all 3 games that they've played. So it's just proof. It's a new team, and they're playing a new game.
New year, new us. How about it?
How about that?
We got coming up, we got the ACC Challenge next for Clemson. I don't know when exactly that is, but we'll get that out to you guys. We won't be there, unfortunately, but the Tigers are going to go out and perform, as we just saw. This is a different team. So we got Friday against Georgia Tech and Saturday against FSU. I would love to see us compete against this Georgia Tech team, especially, I don't want to say it, but we got embarrassed 11-1 on home ice against this Georgia Tech team. But we, had 10 skaters that game?
Yeah.
So to have 19 skaters, I'd love to see how we play against Georgia Tech.
Yeah, you're right, Matt. Like we said, we continue to say it as a new team. We saw it tonight, a little bit of shock on the part of Georgia, not knowing what they're getting. Maybe we see the same thing out of Georgia Tech.
I'm amped. We're going to bring you the post-game interview with the player of the game shortly. Until then, I love it. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.